What up, people of the viewers of this video? What's going on? Another day, another challenge, another day as Jasper. Oh, weird if you think about it like that, eh? Another day as Jasper. This human being. What is Jasper gonna get up to today? Oh man. So uncertain of what I'm doing in my life. I'm like, what? It's like, so it's like a constant mission that I have to have. It's like, oh, I've just got to, focus on being present, focus on enlightenment, just being mindful of the moment as it is, and just accepting the moment and blissing out in the moment, and just, seeing the miracle of life and of being alive, and just, enjoying being alive, and being grateful for that. And then, there's other missions like, oh, I've got to, be a filmmaker, that's going to be my job. How am I going to, my work, my life work, what can I do filmmaking wise? And then other times it's like, oh, I need to, go out and meet more people and get some friends. And then other times it's like, oh, I need to fucking get money and move out of house. And it's just all this, moving. And it's like, of course you need a direction in life. You do need a direction in life. Even if it's you just want to be enlightened, if you just want to, find out who you are, find out what reality is, and just sort of be in the moment, always transcend time and space. It's that's great, that's a good foundation, but you still got to chop wood and carry water. You still got to do shit. It's that's, you still got to have a kind of direction in life. I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating. I think that, meeting new people is important, because the fact is that I want to do filmmaking. I want to make short films and whatever else. But I'm always I just don't know what to do. And I think maybe it's because, I don't actually know people. I don't know what my audience is. I don't actually interact with people, and so I don't even know what people want. And of course it's not I'm just gonna do what people want. I'm gonna do what I love, but then it's got to be relatable, otherwise no one's gonna watch it, are they? And it's I know what people want, because it's I'm part of the collective, I'm one part of the whole thing. And so, whatever I want is going to be definitely very similar to what other people want. The way I see society is definitely the way a lot of people would see society as well. So, you know, maybe I don't, but I don't know, like, I guess I need feedback, maybe. And it's, I need, like, sort of, like, just, like, a safe place that allows me to create. Like, I've always got in my head, like, it's got to be this way, like, it's got to carry this deep and meaningful message, it's got to have, like, good visuals, it's got to be, like, captivating at all times, and all, like, these, like, rules that I set. And then it's like, that's not, like, a safe place to just, like, create, to just, like, see what wants to come out of me. And I'm always trying to be like, you know, my videos have got to be spiritual, got to have a deep and meaningful message. And that's the annoying thing, because I want them to. I really do want to make videos that have a really, like, existential meaning, and, you know? But at the same time, if I limit myself to that, then what happens is I just can't create. There's no motivation, because I'm not always in a place where I'm thinking about who I am and what reality is. I mean, I guess I probably do think about that every day, but, like, you know, there's not a whole lot of answers coming. So it's like, what do you do, you know? Like, where am I actually at? What is the truth that I can convey? Oh, fucking hell, man. It's frustrating. It's really fucking frustrating. I hate fucking talking about it. It's so fucking frustrating talking about it. I don't want to. It's fucking bullshit. I don't want to talk about filmmaking and like, it's fucking boring to me. And then I start to wonder, like, what is interesting to me? Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I even thinking about, you know? I don't even know. Like, what am I doing right now? You know, what am I doing right now? Lying down on some grass, making a video. Just talking what's on my mind. I mean, what you're seeing now, the vibes that I'm giving off, the way that I'm expressing myself, is how my mind is going. It's a reflection of the vibe of my mind. It's fucking weird, man. Like, each of us are just born into the world, and then we've got to live. Do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't fucking ask to be born, and then next minute we've got to, you know, keep ourselves healthy. We've got to fucking, you know, exercise. We've got to eat food and drink water. We've got to fucking slash and take a shit. And we got to, like, if we don't want to be depressed, we got to fucking get friends and be social. And then also we've got to fucking get money somehow so we can actually even get the food and water that we need. And then, like, on top of that, you got to deal with your upbringing trauma, your fucking mental illness, your depression and anxiety that stops you from even doing what you want to do. And so people like me who need money but are afraid to fucking get a job and don't even actually want a job because they can see past the fucking falsehood and the toxicity of society. And then there's just, you know what I fucking mean? Like, you know, you didn't ask to be brought into this. And now you're with all these like fucking mental illnesses, the fucking depression and anxiety, you know, what people are mostly going through. And people that can see through the bullshit of society now and don't want a job but need money. And all this fucking bullshit, you know, the hard fucking work of existence. It's tough, man. It's fucking tough. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? And then, you know, there's comparison. You're always comparing yourself to other people who have made it, other people who have got jobs. But of course, they're just like anybody else. I mean, on a relative level, like, yeah, they may be like better off. They may be doing a job that they like and having sufficient amount of money and have a lot of friends and all this, like, as a human, maybe doing, like, you know, good shit. But at the end of the day, even if you are, like, fully mentally ill and, like, can't be getting anywhere in life compared to someone who seems well off and has all these human needs covered, either one of these people, we still don't fucking know what's going on here. Like, we're just born and we play the cards that we're dealt with, you know? Like, when you look at it that way, there is no free will. Like, you were always destined to be fucked up, or you were always destined to be well off. It's the family that you're grown into. It's the environment. You know what I mean? It's the time period. All of it shapes who you are. And based on this foundation of you didn't ask to be alive. So it's like, you didn't ask to be alive, you're born, like, no choice in that. And then, like, either you were raised in a family and a society and an environment and a time period where things were relatively easy for you and you grew up getting a job that you loved and getting money and friends and all this. Or vice versa, and you fucking in an abusive household and you're going through all these fucking mental illnesses and you're physically abused and all this shit, you know? It's like luck of the draw. Like, it's really kind of like you don't choose any of this shit. Like, the way that you are now is based on how you were, and based on how you were was never your choice because you never chose to be born. Which is, you know, like, as this person, it's like, of course you didn't choose to be born. But then it's like, it begs the question, it's like, you know, was there someone that chose for you to be born? And I don't mean like your parents chose to have sex and had a baby. Because that's like, you know, it's like, that can happen with anyone. Like, why you? You know what I mean? Why am I me? Why am I not like that guy across the street? Why am I not that guy? Why am I me? And that's kind of like a fucking weird thing to think about. Like, why am I me? Why am I the one that has to go through my life? That's to go through this conditioning. And it seems to me like, well, it's the same one. It's just, for now, this one's going through this life of Jasper. You know what I mean? So it seems like whether you are brought up in a fucked up environment or a relatively well-off environment, and one person has a fucking pretty shit life and the other person has a pretty easy, good life. I think it's the same one that's experiencing it, you know what I mean? It is. It's the same consciousness. It's the same being that is aware of what's happening. Same being playing the game of all these like conceptual ideas that we think are real. And we do think they're real because like I can believe that I'm not great at socializing, and there can be someone else that believes that they are really good at socializing. And it's true for both of us, whether I believe that I'm good at socializing or I believe that I'm not good at socializing. Either way I'm right. And so it's this thing, it's like this is just a conceptual idea. It's that I'm neither good or bad at socializing with people, but I believe that I am, based on my past conditioning and experience. And so it is. So that's the world that I live in. That's my reality. That's my conceptual idea of who I am. That's the... You know what I mean? So we're all living in this like this sort of separate reality from the whole of reality. But anyway, yeah, it's like it's the same experiencer in everyone. But yeah, it does make you think, like, why do some people why do some people go through life a lot easier and happier than others? It's not fair. You know? But I guess that's the game of it. If it was all fair, it would be kind of boring, you know? If everyone was just fair, everyone had, equal amount of things going for them, I guess it would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? And so, like, but of course it's like you can't just sort of have all the people that are, that experience hard lives as just sort of like NPCs and no like experiencer or consciousness within them. It's very fucking interesting when you think about all this shit. It's like, because then it's kind of like, well, you did choose to be born, and not like this person, like Jasper didn't fucking choose to be Jasper, but God chose to be Jasper. God chose to be everyone. That's what consciousness is. But it's very interesting, yeah, when you think about like, why am I me? Why am I not somebody else? Because it's like, fuck, who am I then? Like, what? But like, when you ask that question, it like puts you directly into knowing yourself as the experiencer. Nothing else. Because usually we go about life thinking like, I'm this, I'm that, like, I am, not great at socializing. I am a filmmaker or whatever. I am Jasper, and all these concepts. But the I that says I am this and that is what we mean by when we say, why am I me? We mean like why is this experiencer experiencing Jasper, and why is this experiencer not experiencing some other person on the planet? And it's kind of like, it can fucking put you into like solipsism. Like, am I the only one that exists? Because it's like, in my direct experience, it seems like that, doesn't it? But of course, when you look into someone's eyes and you share an intimate moment, it's like, you just know that there's someone else in there, but it's you. Like, it's the experiencer, the same experiencer as you. But it still makes you question, why is the experiencer experiencing Jasper right now? This is the weird thing, is that because it feels like, I don't know. Oh, fucking hell, man. Because it's like, obviously, I'm only experiencing me now. Like, I'm not experiencing other people in the world. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what they're doing, what they're thinking, or what they're, you know? So it's like, is it that it's like this experiencer hops from one body to next after this body dies? Like, Jasper lives, like this experiencer, this aliveness, this consciousness. Is it that this experiencer is experiencing Jasper now, and then Jasper dies, and then it hops to another person and maybe experiences, some other guy in the street? And then it's just like going from the next person to the next person. Or is it that it's all happening simultaneously? I mean, this is the interesting thing, is it seems like there's a bunch of experiences. It seems like there are billions and trillions of experiences. That everyone is an experiencer, but the experiencer has the same quality to it in every one of us. Like, it is the same. It has the same sort of substance or properties. It's very interesting. It's very confusing. Because why am I me? Why am I me? Why am I me? And the interesting thing is, anyone can ask that question as well. But I have no direct experience of anyone asking that question for themselves. You know what I mean? To me, solipsism could exist. Do you know what I mean? what point does it like, you can realize your own consciousness, but you can't really realize anyone else's consciousness. You can only realize your own. You don't know if anyone is conscious. There's no way to know. You can only know your own consciousness. You can only know your own experiencer. So what do you do with that? This is really like something crucial. What do you do?